So most of us think of a projector as part of a movie theater setup or even a replacement for your TV. But because these are so ultra portable and they have everything on board, they can be used in ways you probably didn't think of, and neither did I. Let's ramble.
Hold up, place go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it once.
Hey, what's up guys? It's great to see you all again, and if you're new here, I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff. So these are two top-of-the-line projectors by Nebula. We have the Capsule 3 laser and its bigger brother, the Cosmos Laser 4K. And if you don't know, Nebula is owned by Anker, which is of course a very well-known brand, and thank you very much to them for sending over these units for me to review. I've spent a couple of weeks using both projectors quite a bit, and I never realized all the use cases I would find for these things. Now, as you can obviously see, there's quite a considerable size difference between these two. But that's not the only difference, and I will give you a comparative overview between these two powerhouses later on in the video, but first, let's see what we're looking at here. So this little guy is the Capsule 3 laser, and it is in my opinion the most versatile one of the two. Nebula basically took some of the best features of the bigger models and managed to pack them into this little beast. And to give you an idea of how small it really is, I put it next to the Apple HomePod I'm currently reviewing, and as you can see, it is way more compact than the HomePod, and that size and the portability is one of the things that makes the Capsule 3 so interesting. Oh, a little side note, the projector can actually be used as a Bluetooth speaker as well by using a tactile switcher button on the back, delivering 10 hours of music playback time. Now, normally, using a projector of this size means a trade-off in quality, but that is definitely not the case with the Capsule 3, because with a brightness of 300 ANSI lumen, it is incredibly bright for its size, and since it's a full-blown laser projector, it is about 1.8 times brighter than an LED projector at the same wattage. Fun fact, Nebula is the only brand that applies laser technology in such a tiny projector, and the result is a beautiful 1080p HDR10, by the way, image of up to 150 inches. Now, when we look at what's in the box, you'll find there's not much in there. It's just some documentation, a tiny remote, and some batteries, and of course the unit itself, and we get a charger. That's right, a charger, because this thing comes with an internal battery that gives you up to 2.5 hours of video playback, which can of course easily be extended by using a portable battery, as long as it puts out enough watts to power the device. But the battery is not all the internals it has, because it also rocks some super solid, loud 8-watt internal speakers that will fill a room and even supports Dolby Digital Plus. On the back, you'll find a small number of ports, an HDMI 2.1 port, which is nice, a USB-C port, which is not just for charging, and a 3.5mm jack in case you want to hook it up to an external audio source. What's kind of beautiful though is that technically you don't need any of these ports if you just want to watch a movie or a TV show, because the Capsule 3 laser comes with Android TV 11 built in. So you will have all your favorite streaming services at your fingertips, plus access to a lot more through the Google Play Store. One thing to mention though is that for some reason that I don't understand, it doesn't come with Netflix pre-installed, and it's nowhere to be found in the Google Play Store either. So that's a bit of a bummer if that's your streaming service of choice. But fear not, there are workarounds to get this on the device as well, one of which is through the Nebula Manager app. You can just download it there and log into your account. You can use the remote it comes with, which is nice when you're at home, but you can also download the Nebula app on your phone and use that as a remote. But even if you don't have your phone on you, you can simply use the touch interface on top of the device. So what I'm trying to say is that this is literally all you need to stream a movie or some TV shows. Last week I brought it home and I set it up in the kids' playroom so we could watch a movie together, and they absolutely loved it. All we needed was the capsule, a clear wall, and some popcorn, of course. Now, you don't need to hook anything up to it, but that doesn't mean you can't. After all, it has that HDMI input, so why not get creative? Maybe you feel like playing your Nintendo Switch on a larger screen, but you don't have a TV. Grab anything white, even something like this raggedy box over here, and you're golden. I recently got the M2 Pro Mac Mini. I could set it up at a desk with a fixed screen, of course, but why not make it portable? Just hook it up to your capsule and point it anywhere. Of course, you could use a laptop for this if you have one, but in a pinch, this is a really cool solution. Speaking of laptops, one of my favorite use cases for a powerful portable projector like this one is to bring it with me when I go see my clients. It is so easy to set up. You literally need nothing from their side. You don't need to bother them with a projector setup or meeting rooms or anything like that. You can just grab your Nebula out of your bag, point it at the wall or a whiteboard, and give a quick presentation to your client. Personally, I like to use a mini tripod with it to get even better angles. The Capsule 3 laser has a 1/4 inch thread in the bottom, so you can attach it to pretty much any tripod or light stand. Samsung DeX is another absolutely perfect use case for it. I'm currently testing the new S23 Ultra, and I thought, why not give DeX a try with the projector, and as expected, it works like a charm. All it takes is a little USB-C hub like this one and a small HDMI cable. No need for peripherals either, like a keyboard or a mouse. You can just use your phone for that. As you can tell, I love nerdy little applications like this. They're so fun to use and super useful too. But at the end of the day, this is just a really awesome projector, so the best use case is still a dim room and a nice projector screen. When Nebula reached out to me to review these devices, I used that as an excuse to finally go out and get a projector screen for the studio. Since I pretty much have all my studio space in use, I decided to create a little nook in the kitchen area and install a wireless motorized screen. It works absolutely perfectly and I love it. I mentioned earlier that it has really decent internal speakers, but it also has Bluetooth on board. So if I don't want to bother the neighbors, I can just use my AirPods. And after office hours, we can spice it up a bit by hooking it up to my new HomePod. Awesome combination. Now, if we look up from the Capsule 3 laser, we will see its big brother, the Cosmos Laser 4K, which I have set up semi-permanently here in my little studio cinema setup. If I had to describe the Cosmos, I would say it's the Capsule 3 on steroids. As the name suggests, this laser beast projects a full-blown 4K image at a whopping 2400 ISO lumen. And that means that even with the lights on, the image will still look good and you will be able to see everything clearly. In fact, you can even take this outside for those summer nights in the backyard or on a camping trip. But once you darken the room, that's when the real magic happens, and what you get then is the most amazing 4K cinema experience. The Cosmos Laser 4K has a 30-watt speaker system, 2 10-watt mid speakers, and 2 5-watt tweeters, and this combination delivers a surprisingly solid bass experience too. Inside the box you will find the unit itself, which is large but it's still surprisingly portable, and then there is an accessories kit which has the power cable, a smart remote, and the 4K streaming dongle, which is pretty much the brain of the operation. I'm not 100% sure why it comes as a modular unit, but I'm hoping what it means is that the projector can be upgraded down the line by replacing it with an updated dongle rather than having to replace the entire projector. Like the Capsule 3 laser, it has a power socket, a 3.5mm jack, an HDMI port, and a USB port, so you can get creative with this unit as well. As the smart remote suggests, this projector does come with Netflix pre-installed and everything works seamlessly. The 4K laser image coming out of this projector is truly amazing. The colors pop and the blacks are truly black. Now, the Cosmos Laser 4K does not have an internal battery, so it will need to be plugged in at all times. But it does come with a single solid cable, no annoying huge power brick like most other projectors, which makes it much less of a hassle to transport and hook up. In my opinion, this is the best 4K laser projector for the price, and it certainly is the best projector I've ever used. Speaking of price, let's do a quick comparative overview between these two projectors. So aside from the most obvious difference, which is of course the size, there are a few important differences. The Capsule 3 laser puts out a 1080p image at 300 ANSI lumen, whereas the Cosmos 4K laser puts out a 4K image at 2400 ANSI lumen. The speakers on the Capsule are really good, but the speakers on the Cosmos truly fill an entire space with really solid audio. On the other hand, while the Cosmos 4K definitely falls within that category of portable projectors, the Capsule 3, with its internal battery and its tiny size, offers next-level portability. The Capsule 3 laser sells for $799, and the Cosmos Laser 4K is priced at $1999, although you can find very good deals on Amazon from time to time. Both are absolutely amazing speakers in their own right. Which one will be the best for you will come down to personal preference, as well as of course your intended use cases. Links to both projectors will be in the description below the video. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it one of these. It really does help the channel. Subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.